Hey folks, today we're going to discuss the future of natural gas. A presentation by Farzad Sanavala, Kenny Lau, Zach Lencioni, Karan Bhatia, Peter Wan, and Shri Dalal. Today we're going to talk about the definition of natural gas, the types of natural gas and what it is used for, how natural gas is obtained, the issues which arise from natural gas, the political, economical, and social effects from the production of natural gas, and how all of the above plays crucial roles in the future of natural gas. Natural gas is a colorless and odorless gas in its pure form, composed of mainly methane. It is used to heat homes and buildings, cook food, dry clothes, warm water, and produce electricity. Natural gas is a fossil fuel that is made up of the remnants of decayed animal and plant matter that has been subjected to immense pressure and heat under the Earth's crust for millions of years. The gas itself goes through a filtration process including the removal and rejection of water, acid, mercury, and nitrogen before it can be used as a fuel for processes in home use. Shown on this slide are the different types of natural gas from a reservoir. There's biogas, deep natural gas, shale gas, tight gas, coal bed methane, geopressurized zones, and methane hydrates.
What is sweet and sour natural gas? Sweet and sour are classifications of natural gas determined by the hydrogen sulfide content. Sweet gas is usable in its natural state, with little to no purifying needed, while sour gas has carbon dioxide and significant amounts of carbon sulfide that need to be removed because of its poisonous and corrosive properties. After the process of removing sulfur from the sour natural gas, it is the same as the sweet gas and can do everything that the sweet gas can. If removing hydrogen sulfide is not done, contaminated gas will release sulfur dioxide, causing pollution, respiratory problems, and acid rain. Methods of treating natural gas include aneme gas treating and Selexol.
There are about 7,000 trillion cubic feet of natural gas in proven reserves in the world today. Atop this list sits Russia with about 1,700 trillion cubic feet of proven natural gas reserves. Followed by that is Iran with about 1,000 trillion cubic feet, then Qatar, then the United States with 340 trillion cubic feet of natural gas in proven reserves. Texas is the leading state in this list, with partly due to the Haynesville Shale Formation, which is in parts of northwest Louisiana, South Arkansas, and East Texas, but more largely due to the Barnett Shale Formation along the Fort Worth area, which is rich with natural gas proven reserves.
Hello. Today we'll be talking about how natural gas has changed the paradigm of the environment, economy, and the countries that supply it. According to one of the speakers, Ernest Moniz, natural gas is much more efficient when it comes to environmental factors. He has come up with a model that can reduce carbon emissions by 50% by the year 2050, and can even reduce it to 80% by the year 2100. He also predicts that natural gas can completely replace coal in the later future. Another speaker, Melanie Kenderdine, also supports this notion. She says that the use of natural gas can reduce the carbon emissions from power generation by 20%. This helps protect the environment by reducing the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Natural gas has also changed the economy because it's such a profitable business. According to Moniz, he states that natural gas is even cheaper than using gasoline. Another speaker, Franklin O'Sullivan, says in the presentation that the main reason why state and local governments, along with investors, invest in natural gas so much is because it is such a great investment. Not only do the governments in the United States invest in natural gas, but other countries invest in it also. Moniz states that Russia and the Middle East are the two prominent countries, as they are the main suppliers of natural gas. All in all, this video is to show the reasons why natural gas has greatly changed the environment, the economy, and also the countries that supply it.
Hydraulic fracturing, or simply fracking, is basically tapping shale and other tight rock formations by drilling a mile or more below the surface before gradually turning horizontal and continuing several thousand feet more. According to Natural Resources Defense Council, the unconventional development using advanced fracking methods poses threats to water, air, land, and the health of communities.
The natural gas industry has had structural demand and supply problems that is not found in other fossil fuels. Coal and oil share similar supply and demand characteristics because supply and demand are fairly static and inelastic for them. It is not very much for coal because coal is mostly utilized for baseload generations for electrical purposes, while oil is the key to transportation of people, goods, and services all over the world. While supply of natural gas somewhat holds static, demand for it is highly cyclical and seasonal. When the United States enters recession, the demand for natural gas decreases. When the economic activity of the United States expands, the demand for natural gas increases. Therefore, it is tough to predict the exact demand and supply values for the natural gas industry because it varies accordingly. Horizontal fracking has allowed an increase in production of natural gas. And there are also several other factors that are causing an increase in demand for natural gas. Natural gas is replacing diesel in transportation services. Natural gas is used in home cooking. Natural gas is used in drilling operations. Natural gas can be found in chemicals, fertilizers, and is also feedstock for fuel cells. Natural gas is part of tires, carpet, antifreeze, lubricants, cloth, and plastic. Natural gas is also a feedstock for methanol, and natural gas is replacing coal for electricity in the United States. Natural gas is also responsible for the industrial growth of the United States economy, and natural gas will soon be part of liquefied natural gas exports from the United States to the world. This graph shows natural gas production since 1973. As you can see, production of natural gas has increased tremendously since 1973. The highest production of natural gas occurred in December of 2014 when 2,454,847 million cubic feet of natural gas was marketed and produced in that month. In the short term, we can see that there's a short decline in production to compensate for fall in revenue due to falling natural gas prices globally. However, in the long term, there's going to be an increase in production to meet ever-growing demands from developing nations and growing economies. This graph, according to NASDAQ, shows the price of natural gas in the last 10 years. As you can see, on May 1st of 2015, the average price of natural gas was reported at $2.776 per a million British thermal units. 1 British thermal unit is the heat that is required to cause the temperature of 1 pound of water to increase by 1 degree Fahrenheit. Multiplying $2.776 per million British thermal units by 1.028 gives $2.854 per thousand cubic feet. So the price of natural gas yesterday was $2.85 per thousand cubic feet. And the trend is that the price of natural gas has been on a decrease for the last 10 years because of the new methods to recover natural gas from unconventional reservoirs.
The increase in fracking for natural gas will cause a paradigm shift in the future of natural gas. The increase on reliance for natural gas by many different industries from transportation, food, to electrical will allow natural gas to be used sustainably and efficiently as the backbone of the future economy of the United States and potentially the world. The future of natural gas is bright, and over time, natural gas will prove to be a safer and efficient alternative than other sources of energy such as coal. Natural gas will also provide employment opportunities and boost the overall economic activity of the United States and the world.